Are the beach cities in Los Angeles getting hit by these interest rate hikes? Is the war in Iran causing some issues? Hey guys, it's Kevin DeSilva here with the Living Los Angeles channel, and today we're going to take a look at the market update, what's happened so far this year since we last reported, and how it affects your home value. My goal is always to keep you educated on what's going on in the market so you can make better pricing decisions around your purchases, around your living situation, and around the sale of your home. Because ultimately, when you know what's going on, you can time the market better, generate more wealth for you, your family, and your living situation. You know, things were just starting to get good. I mean, the reality is last year, the spring market shot up because of the fires. And I mentioned this on many market updates. So if you follow along, go back through if you really want some context. But essentially what happened was buyers got shoved into the buyer pool that were essentially chilling in their neighborhood that was not there anymore. Then people who were looking to buy in that neighborhood now looked elsewhere. Then the homes that were available to sell that would be the supply got taken away. So you had less supply, more demand, and naturally what happens is prices go up. But things hit June and most markets started to turn around. There were some shining points at that point. But for the most part, we would lose about 8% of value from June 2025 to December. In January, rates started falling. In fact, they got to their lowest point since 2022. And later in February, war in Iran caused oil prices and energy prices to surge, leading for rates to go back to about 6.5%. They had dipped below 6% for the first time since 2022. And the reality was things were about to get hot in this housing market. So let's talk about this. So the Manhattan Beach and Santa Monica were surging. I mean, these two markets saw huge growth. I mean, Manhattan Beach had a month-over-month 18% price growth. That's insane. Santa Monica, prices surged from 1.6 million almost up to 1.9. And while the sales volume, this one's the better one, almost doubled. 27 homes from the previous month to 46 homes. Santa Monica was having an amazing month. But things turn around. Culver City, momentum. The market was showing incredible resilience. I mean, it was a very steady market last year. It really, it ended the year about equal what it started. It didn't really have that huge influx. We can talk about it on a different show how the fires affected home values and how it wasn't different everywhere. But if you're curious about that, just comment below. We'll reach out and we'll put together a report for you. We can put even the historical report if you'd like. But so the home prices had climbed from a little over $1 million in Culver City to over $1.3 million. And that was a 28% increase month over month. I mean, it's insane. And it's the median home price. Now, inventory remained tight. And, you know, the reality was a lot of neighborhoods to the west had gotten really expensive. So this was expected. There were a few price corrections. Venice Beach and Redondo Beach didn't have as great of a start to the year. In fact, Venice saw median home prices dip from $2.31 down to $1,970,000. And Redondo Beach saw a little bit of cooling. It went from 1.5 down to $1,470,000. Now, this was at a time when other places were starting to pick up, as we saw. Days on market really fluctuated depending on the neighborhood, depending on how many homes. I mean, you can literally have a neighborhood where 5 homeowners come on market and they're all overpriced and buyers just don't buy any of them. So it was really all over the place. Some were up, some were down. Westchester saw a massive drop in the amount of time it took to sell a house, down from 48 days to 18 days. So, over a month, about a month and a half to almost 3 weeks. That's insane. And this was feeding the frenzy in Westchester. I mean, it was just a really good market earlier in the year. So let's take a look at the data. I know it's super boring, but you really have to understand what's going on in the market in order to make better decisions. So it's almost like sitting through science class, but learning how to eat better. So let's look at Playa Vista first. Playa Vista is up. So actually, prices grew about 4%. And despite seeing an influx of new listings, so that is good news. There are 48 new listings in February. Torrance stayed about flat. And that was something where, prices had gotten so high last year that things started to flatten out. I mean, they had dropped down and they were just hanging out in this flat territory. Rates started going down. We started to see an uptick in activity, and then it died out. Short-lived for about a week. Some of our clients took advantage of that about a month ago. Huge shout out. Tatiana helped them buy in the Hollywood Hills from their yard. They have a view of the Hollywood sign up close. I can see it from my roof deck. It's pretty far. I see it a lot better with a binocular. But they can see it from the backyard up close and personal. So huge shout out to them. They locked in those cheap rates. They got under 5%. So, that's where things were going, and we were all expecting the rest of the market just to go bonkers. Little did we know. Now, West Hawthorne, or the Wiseburn School District, unfortunately down about 19% month over month. Went from over 1 million to under 1 million. West Los Angeles, and this is like the Pico Bundy, east of Santa Monica, north of Mar Vista area. Prices went down significantly, but this was affected by some condo sales and a lack of single-family home sales. So understanding the way the data works, statistically, values went down. Realistically, did values go down? Let's once again ask for your home evaluation, and we'll compare it to other homes that are just like yours so you get a real understanding of what's going on in the market and how it affects your home value. Because I could throw out these numbers and you can think, my home value is crashing. But that's actually not the case, so just keep that in mind. Hermosa Beach, flat. It's good. I mean, average price is, creeping up to $3 million. But with only 5 sales, it's really hard to report. And then El Segundo, also flat. Only 4 sales. So once again, just creeping on by. And if you want all the data to see for yourself, we actually include it in our blog post. Go ahead and check the description. You'll see our blog post or get on our newsletter. We keep a highlight there where we share all of our insights and a link to the blog post, so it's really easy to find. For those of you who really want to stay up on top of your home price without having to do the report. Now, the report only takes me about 15 to 30 minutes. I put it together and can deliver it to you, or we can look at it over the phone. Now, here are my predictions for April. As we're coming in, everything's going to hinge on this military conflict, war, whatever you want to call it, in Iran. Should things get better, oil prices can come down. The economy is not doing amazing right now. We've had recent job losses where they were expecting job growth. And so what will happen is the bond market will correct back. The Federal Reserve will be more likely to lower interest rates, and we'll see that trend start to happen again. But if things stay prolonged, we can expect this spring to not be as busy as it first seemed it would if you asked me at the end of January. So those are my 2 cents, is stay on top of it. Now, where are the opportunities in this market? When things slow down, you're able to do certain things that you normally wouldn't be able to do. For instance, if you're trying to sell your house, a seller, because they have no other offers or they've fallen out of escrow a couple times, will be more likely to work with you. So if you're thinking about doing a housing upgrade and you don't want to have to pay for a bridge loan or a buy before you sell program, which if you want to learn how to buy another house and sell your house at the same time, we do have a video for that on this channel. Just go ahead and search our channel and you'll find it. But anyway, back to this. If you're thinking about doing it, right now might be a good opportunity. And, the reality is when things are soft, it doesn't mean they're going to get worse, because people are still buying homes. Now, prices might be soft through the spring. Could it lead to a tougher fall? Well, if rates come down, we saw what happened in 2020. Fall of 2020 was berserk. So if you have this pent-up demand over spring, you might want to get it now. You take a higher rate. This is the first time, and you know me, I don't preach this if I don't mean it. Because people used to say, date the rate, marry the home. And I said, no. We have a softer economy. See, back in 2022, when everybody said, date the rate, marry the home, I said, we have a strong economy. The Federal Reserve's not going to lower interest rates if they're trying to get inflation under control. So, who was right? Yours truly. And they didn't. They didn't lower them until years later. And now rates are starting to finally trend down because they're finally starting to lower them even more. Well, things turned around. They decided not to. But this is the first time where if things clean up on that side or things level out, there is a huge possibility that if more bad economic data comes out, we'll see rates come down. Now, this might be side by side with softer home prices, although LA County's already down about 8 to 10% since June of last year. So we are already experiencing those softer home prices. And last time they corrected 12.5% in 2022. My clients who bought in November, closed in December, didn't realize it at the time, but they timed the bottom of the market. It wasn't until about 3-4 months later that I called them up and said, congratulations, you actually did it. It's really hard because you don't know until after. So we see it soft now, but if rates come down, the economy, here in Los Angeles, we have high paying jobs. If the economy is hurting and rates come down more, we could see a really busy fall. Because of where rates are, I found that the housing market reacts more to how interest rates are going than the time of the year. So that's enough out of me. It's Kevin DeSilva here. I hope you enjoyed this show, and I'll see you on the next one.